Yes, welcome to a very special Keeping the Ball on the Ground. Sponsors William Hill and...
Black Rooster.
Fucking hopeless by you. Black Rooster. Right, shops in Paisley, Duke Street, Coatbridge, mate. Ever up, get yourself a chicken supper. How are you, alright? Special guest, sorry, Charlie Mulgrew. Big gorgeous chops, great to get you back on, mate. How are you?
Pleasure, mate. Pleasure to be here.
How's old Blackburn and Mogget?
Aye, good. Things are going well this year. I'm enjoying it.
Old cliche answer, right, no worries. Oh, where's that? I always want to say to you, your gear's terrible today, but where's that velvet suit you used to have?
What one?
The one you used to wear in the training, remember? William McStay borrowed it. You ended up keeping it.
I left it and got stole for Lennoxtown. I wore it in one day, and then ended up having to get home the Celtic gear. Couldn't find it. Somebody stole it.
What sort of era are we talking?
Very sure. Where's all my good girls? Where's all my bad girls? I'm talking about those bloodlines. Yeah. Oh, Charlie boy, great to see you. Hey, pleasure as always. Pleasure as always.
Charlie.
What a hero name.
I've been.
Don't find heels like them anymore.
Fucking beautiful, beautiful.
Oh, the reason you're on is because you've loved the man on the podcast, haven't you?
Oh, brilliant. Aye.
Favourite story?
The one up at Elgin.
It was fantastic, wasn't it?
Was that
absolutely fantastic? Listen, that was one of the days. I was 5 minutes in, and
by the way, my niece's boyfriend's a Clyde fan.
Was it?
He was up there that day.
Well, I tell you, and I said in the podcast before, I think they need to get their head looked at before I get my head looked at. If I get up, I've said it once, I'll say it twice, and I'll say it to their face as well.
I'll tell you something, mate. There's no chance of low blood sugars today. Tanking that monster in that motor.
Listen, I've been shaking like a leaf all day. Honest to God, didn't I?
You've not slept, have you?
I've no. Honestly, Charlie.
How many cans you had?
I've had one can and two double lattes. But listen, Charlie, Si's told me for a wee while I was coming to meet you and all that, but I've no slept in the last 3 nights, ain't I? No, I've been messaging Si all the time. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here today, but in my own health, I'm struggling because I can't sleep. I can't sleep.
Do you know what would get you a good night's sleep? Staying at that man's house tonight.
Well, that's what I was saying to Si earlier. I'm a bad traveller. I struggle with the jet lag and the day's been horrible. Well, no jet lag a day, but you know what I mean, that type of drainage that you get. But it's beautiful to see. It's superb. Absolutely superb. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I wanna be a part of it. Where? New York. These little town blues. Oh. What a programme the day we've got.
Right, I need to ask you something.
Yes, I'm going to take it serious now.
I want the big man to tell us, vegan diet.
Come on, Charlie, what's going on?
Who's on it?
Disgusting, isn't it? Disgusting.
Are you on it?
Listen, I'm not 100%. I'm about 90% on it. I do it.
90%?
I eat a bit of fish.
Right.
So, like, I'm not one of them that go, oh, you're vegan, so I don't eat anything, you know what I mean? I eat a bit of fish, and Lord, maybe once a week I'll have some chicken, so it's like...
Aye, well, listen, you need to, because in your job, Charlie, as a Scotland captain, Andy Robertson, absolutely amazing, but you're my captain. So you must eat chicken and fish, didn't you?
I'll tell you, even managed to get wee Paul Caddis on it, mate, which I couldn't believe. I'll tell you a story about Paul Caddis, right?
Aye.
I stayed one for a month at Swindon when we first moved in. Friday night before the game, he'd get a Chinese, and do you know what he'd have for his pre-match on the Saturday? The leftovers from Friday night.
Shocking.
Yeah, I'll tell you another story about him, right?
Well, I'm going to tell you one in a second, because I'm fuming with him.
Ticanio's diet, obviously, it was all dry pasta and
He only lived on the road, I know. We should have got, and he listens, we should have got him on.
He's a cracking boy.
He hated that. He didn't eat a thing. So see away games for pre-matches, Kaz would drive to McDonald's, mate, and get the biggest McDonald's and stick it in his rucksack, right? So we'd sit at pre-match, he wouldn't eat anything, then on the bus to the away game, mate, he'd sit with his rucksack there with his zip open. Ticanio would be down the front and he'd be like, he's McDonald's on the way again.
You're joking me.
And then he'd go to be the best player.
There was 8 of us that went vegan that summer. We said, right, we're going to try vegan, and we stuck to it for a few months, and they started to drop me off it, and then I moved on to fish and that anyway. He got on it, and you know what he's like, he gets once he's onto something, that's him. But he was eating pieces and jam. So I was eating all day, so it was vegan, but he was eating pieces and jam all day. Just living on pieces and jam. I came in the morning, it was just like stacks of like half a loaf, loads of jam just every morning. He was vegan, but he was eating.
But listen, see, a month ago, I get a message for a number, unknown number. Hi Paul, been listening to you, a wee bit of your interviews. It'd be great to get you in. It's Steve Clark. So I'm like,
He texted me, didn't he?
So I messaged Sari away. I was like, have you got Steve Clark's number? But the WhatsApp picture was, I think it was the kids, whoever it was, two kids.
Something you do in it, right?
Aye, right in the WhatsApp picture. So I was like to say, is Steve Clark got 2 younger kids? And Sari was like, I think so. So I was going along with it and I was saying to Sari, what do I say, what do I say?
He says, I'm shaking here.
I was shaking like a leaf because Steve Clark to me, as I've said, is one of one of my heroes in life, and I think the job he's done with Kelly. Anyway, forget that. But so anyway, I've messaged him back, a big message with it. Listen, thanks so much for the text and all that. And it ended up with Paul Caddis. His number, aye.
So it was to the podcast,
so it was disgusting for Paul Caddis, but a lovely man. And his debut was against Ronaldinho, wasn't it?
That was, mate.
Took half at half time. Off you come. You're absolutely pathetic, but good on you. Aye, half time. Off you come.
60 minutes.
60 minutes, brilliant.
Oh, I want to ask you, first time you met him, do you remember it?
We were a wee bit late. Us two meeting.
No, I don't particularly remember the first time, but I just remember. I remember him about the place. Aye.
What was he like?
Funny. Used to come up to you before training and say, I'm training with you today. I'm training with the first team. Just don't give me the ball. Don't pass me the ball. I'll just run about. It was funny because, as we know, that's how everybody felt. Try to train with the first team, but nobody ever said it. You always went, oh, brilliant and that. But you were like, just get through this a day, you know what I mean?
See, with the first team, though, you do get that feeling, but there is no better feeling, Si and Charlie, after the session when you've done well. Oh my God, you're buzzing.
That never happened very often.
It didn't happen with me because I always remember the session. You'd write a book about the sessions up at Lennox time with me. Nightmare after nightmare, Charlie. Honest to God, it was absolutely brilliant for other people to watch, but for me it was terrible.
Tell the one that you got called over to do the set pieces.
Oh, the one, your gaffer, Tony Mulgrew.
Oh, was it then?
It was then, Charlie, aye, and so the reserves, Lenny was taking the reserves.
Wasn't he there then?
No, you weren't there by then. But listen, you'd have probably seen a few nightmares of me anyway. But listen, we'll go back to that one. So your manager, Tony Mulgrew, actually, are you in tomorrow?
Aye.
Can I come in?
Aye, you're welcome.
Can you hit the set pieces?
Aye.
With the winkle pickers on?
I've showed them anyway. I'll get back to the story. What was
The studs are mouldy.
This carpet's a stunner. He had them on Dublin.
Hey, go on, tell us that one. That sounds
tell
good.
us
Right,
what's
sorry. So we're the reserves are training. There's only about 6 days with Lenny, right? It was a bit. Listen, it was what it was. So Tony Mulgrew shouted out to Lenny, "I need 2 players to put the corners in." So me and James, Lenny said, Slane and James, you're going to put the corners. So I was out on the left-hand side, James was out on the right.
But you're sent to the reserves.
I'm sitting in the reserve. Me and James are up with the first team. See you later. You know what I mean? Do not bother talking to me. Is that? So anyway, Charlie, James put a ball in. It'd be brilliant, right? They were playing Hearts the next day. So they're practising set pieces for the game in the next day. So James putting the crosses in. Brilliant boys, right? And Mulgrew's like, air for the other side now. So I hit my first one. I don't reach the box, right? Don't reach the box. And Lenny's like, fuck's, you can see Lenny, fuck's sake. Second one, don't reach the box again. But I don't know what I'm doing, Charlie. I'm trying to I'm swinging fully, and there's nothing getting into it. I can't reach a box.
After the first one, your head's got
But the third one, I done the third one again and crossed it.
At the pitch?
Right out of the pitch it went. And Mulgrew actually said, without a word of a lie, you can ask James as well, Mulgrew said, come into the 18-yard line and take crosses for there. I swear to God, I was taking crosses for the 18-yard box. I swear to God.
What was that? Were you nervous? Why were you so nervous?
Well, it was Robbie Keane.
But being serious for a bit, why were you so serious? Robbie Keane and not a big name?
No, it wasn't Robbie Keane. Listen, we signed the same day, which was great.
You and Robbie Keane?
We signed the exact same
day.
day.
Did the scarf again?
No, well, I never actually got asked to do anything.
Did that hurt?
That was embarrassing. Simple as that, because I'll tell
You
you...
snuck into the boardroom and then...
There you go.
Same as myself.
Well, I'm going to tell you something now, and I'm really, really sorry, Dad, because I love you to bits. I'll tell you why my Celtic career didn't go well. Because the day I signed, me and my man and Dad went, and my dad turned up with a suit on, it was too big for him, and he shook Peter Lawwell's hand, and the suit jacket was over his fingers. I'm not joking. The trousers were too big, the suit jacket was in a horn. And they fucking won and I didn't play well. That was the image they had of me. But I tell you, me and my dad's honestly my best mate. I love him to bits. And I tell you, George, I swear to God, I've always said this when I do interviews seriously and all that. my biggest regret, no regret, you don't live with regrets, you simply don't, you move on with the times, but the thing that hurts me the most is not make my man and dad proud, but certainly...
I'm sure you have made
No,
him
listen,
proud.
my man and dad love me, but I tell you, I will never forgive that man for the suit. Charlie, the sleeve in the horn there, the fingers. He's a prodigal son. What a boys, I love you to bits.
We travelled with Scotland 21s one time, me and Ross McCormick, first ever call-up. 2 came for the 19s, so I got a call that Sunday night for Rayner Bonoff. Buzzing, right, so he's like, you need to wear a suit. So I was like, all right, so I get my suit out. If I was 16, it was up to there, right? I was like, I need to put a tie with it, so I put a big pink Windsor knot and a big pink tie, right? Chose a pink tie, walked into reception, he's like, all the staff are laughing, going, you got to a wedding? Right, so I'm like, trying to rip the tie up to my room. Next morning we're travelling, didn't know Roscoe was in the squad, so I'm thinking, I'm done, they've all got the Scotland suit on, so I'm doing with this suit's too wee for me and that. I can't put the tie on, so I go downstairs at reception, walked down, sitting there with the boys, they've all got the Scotland blazers on, they've all been measured up, at 21 you get measured, so I'm sitting, no, I need to travel with these, right, they gave me a tie, but my suit's miles off it, right? So
What colour was the suit?
It was black and this was all blue with the grey trousers,
What
right?
was it, Moss Bros or something?
I don't know, buttons I think it was.
Yeah, no bad.
So I've sat down, next minute lifts open, the Roscoe's come out it, right? I've never been so happy to see in my life, he had his dad's pinstripe suit on, right? Could only see his fingernails. I when he came out, the smile on my face, I was like, yes man, keep right after me.
Oh, brilliant man. Did you ever go away with Scotland?
I was away with the under-17s at the Euros, the first time ever the under-17s qualified for the Euros. Did not score a goal. We were absolutely hopeless. But I was in the team with John Fleck, who is one of the best players I've played with. Amazing. Charles, I'm sure you played against him.
Played against him last year, really
And
good.
he really
Ripping it
came
up,
on.
innit? Yeah.
West Ham wanted him. But
Is
listen...
that why you wore the West Ham suit?
But anyway, no, I was away with Scotland. For me, Scotland was great, but I felt a wee bit of time the boys didn't come together. They sort of stayed in their teams. And I really changed that mould.
What did you do? What sort
I
of
just
stuff?
brought everybody together. Everybody together. Come to my room. There's a party going wild. And a party no meaning drinking it, not at all. Just let's go and have fun and have a...
What, doing stuff like your best 1-11s and it?
Best 1-11s, and we've been doing it all day in the car. And we've been doing the car doing all the best 11s. There you go. Best Man United right back, Paul Parker. Yes, please.
Oh, you see when Slane was at Celtic? Did you feel a wee thingy to look after him because he was a young boy and he just came in? Nah.
You need to ask him that, did I look after you?
Did he look
No,
after
but I must say...
Who was good with older
I
players?
will say, Charlie, and I don't want to be blowing smoke up your ass because you're here, but you were absolutely amazing, not just with me, with younger guys. I remember sometimes when you go away with the first team and you're away in a hotel, it's horrible. Do you know what I mean? You don't know anybody, but my God. I think...
You used to take the fact, you used to bring a ball with you.
I used to take a wee ball.
You used to take a wee ball with him. Just keep my mind there, a wee size, like a wee size two.
Size 2 in the
What,
hotels.
just to practice?
I just went out in the corridor about 1 in the
Used to
morning. I couldn't
dribble.
sleep, remember I was
Used
telling
to
you?
dribble about the court.
I swear to God, aye.
Did Lenny know that you were doing that?
I don't know, I'm not sure, but I couldn't sleep and I was too excited because I was away with the first team. It was a dream come true, but I'm like, I told you, I can't sleep, so I used to take a wee size 2 ball with me, run about the corridor, and then when I wanted to change, I'd go in the room, do wee volleys off the one. It was brilliant.
Who was your roommate?
Nobody. We had the own rooms at Celtic.
Tells you everything, doesn't it?
I know, but you had your own rooms. But can I just say, Charlie, and I wanted to ask you this, I hope, I know we're in a suit, and it's a joking and all that, and I said in the past about James Forrest. Now, I hope people don't think that I was kidding on with that, because I do believe he's that good. I think he's one of the most special players this country's ever produced, and I really do believe that. I believe...
Up there with Dalglish and that?
Well, it's a different time, but certainly a different type of player, but I certainly believe Man United, Jesse Lingard, double the player of him, double the man of him. We go to Liverpool, we go to Chelsea, Pedro. Even when Pedro was at Barcelona, James would have been playing ahead of him. So
James is good.
Very, very good. And
Brilliant.
I believe, Charlie, he's in this sort of mindset now. Do you remember when Gareth Bale was at Spurs?
Aye.
And I'm not saying he's similar to Gareth Bale. Forrest is similar to a Hazard type player, all right? Just amazing, a genius mind. Nothing phases that man. But what I'm saying is, with Gareth Bale, every time Spurs won, Gareth Bale was scoring a world day or he was winning the game. Forrest is in that mindset this season, and my God, I believe he will be at one of the best clubs in the world.
Did you find it hard competing with him when you were a young kid at Celtic?
Well, see, in a way, as much as I love him to bits, if I could be anybody in the world, it'd be him. And I mean anybody. If somebody said to me, you can be a billionaire right now, no, it'd be him. That would be it. But that was probably the reality that
That he was much better.
I mean, I was
Different type of players, but
What type of player was he?
he was. I always thought you
A
were
dog.
like a James Milner type.
Aye, yeah, that's exactly what I was. And when I
Would
was
you say a
young,
dog?
Aye, I was a wee bit because you know this is strange, right? When I
For a
was at
winger?
but when I was at Motherwell,
You remember the times we never trained well, but I remember the times you trained well. I don't remember all the times you say. I think
Like, he exaggerates
I
it.
wasn't as bad as he.
But
he
Charlie,
probably
do you
thinks
know-
it in his own head.
do you
See,
know-
when you first seen him, do you think talented kid?
Aye, I thought good trainer, good player, worked hard.
But do you know what the reason I realised I don't think I was good enough for Celtic was at Motherwell I wasn't that type of player. I was flashy, I would take players on. I didn't really like going back the pitch. I would like to take players on.
So
go
if you
on the
winger
ball.
per se.
But see, when I was at Celtic, I think it must have been thinking, I'm not maybe at this level, so I maybe need to change and work hard. And to be honest, a player like James Milner, I wouldn't pay 5 pence to watch him play.
No hammer.
Well, listen, Mark, great career, but I'm telling you right now, you do not pay money to go and watch players like that. There you go. Right back. Didn't bother me. You can play for the position. Play one good one.
Oi, you're saying that he helped you, but he also stitched you up with big Mistorovic, didn't he?
Unbelievable. Got on the bus the first game away to Ross County. Unbelievable. I was up.
you come on your sub back then.
Unbelievable. Changed the game 1-0 down. I came on 1 each. Didn't touch the ball, but listen, changed the game. But no, I remember going up. We were staying in a hotel and we were going up in the bus, and Charlie said, "Sit in that seat, pal. Sit in that seat." So I went and sat in it. Turned out to be Big Dan Mistorovic's seat, and my God, he came up and ridiculed me, slaughtered me, get off my seat. But eventually, Kyle sat beside Dan, so I ended up sitting on Dan's seat and Dan sat in Kyle's seat. So we were sitting right beside each other the whole journey.
But everybody had their seats, didn't they? Just to kind of. That's the way it was.
Because I think you wanted to stay close to the ones you were close with, so you just sort of regroup. But for some reason, me and Dan get stuck together, and there is a picture. We can't find it, unfortunately, that I'm sitting beside Dan. My face is bright red, smiling, and Dan's sitting with under face.
So that was 5 years next time.
Fuming. I was asking him all the
Was
questions.
was he know him and Kyle quite close? You know, Reggie you when Big Dan left.
Aye, Big Dan left. Aye, that's right. And then we were on the bus one time, and I had the music on. I didn't usually have the music, but for some reason my iPod was on. Nobody liked my stuff, all stuff.
What sort of stuff we're talking?
range for anything, man. Old school dance to Elton John or anything. As
Brilliant.
So I said to Berham, I got a song for you, and it was Dan. Dan was like Berham's dad, right? It was frightening. Do you remember it?
Oh,
he used to follow my
God.
boot. And then he would be Berham. You see Berham like to him, listen to every word Dan said.
See when Mistorovic was on the bench or on the pitch, see when Kyle done something, he looked round for approval off him.
Did he,
Yeah.
And so I said, Dan's left, so I went, I've got a song for you, Berham. This is your song. It was Elton John, Daniel. I was playing it on the bus, he was just staring at me like that. I don't know if he didn't understand the music or he was raging with me.
I think
But
he'd have been upset, to be honest. That's probably the reason, See all this where Lenny was obviously the manager at this time, all the stuff that happened on last week. Are you surprised that it's all happened?
I mean,
Was it hard? Was it hard playing under him? Demands.
it was, but at Celtic we were winning. So when we get beat one game, it was torture after the game. For the next day, it was torture. We get made to come in and watch a video, and we would been there for 2.5 hours. But you learned that was his management style, and then you knew play the exact same game, but win the game, and you'll not be doing that. You're the best people in the world, and he's all happy and he's dancing about. You lose a game, and anything can happen. So you knew that was a big part of his management. I still say he's probably the best man manager I've had, because he had a fear factor where you thought, just win this game. Just win this game. No matter all cost, just win the game.
He's a special man.
But at Celtic, you're losing one, then you're winning 4 in a row, and then you're maybe drawing, going mad, and then you're winning another 5 in a row. So places like Hibs, it's hard to comment because they're 8th in the table, they're maybe losing 2 or 3 in a row, and I don't know.
You think he's a very special man?
I actually do. And
Up there with your dad,
No, but he's a leader of men. He really is. He's a born leader, a born winner. Very similar to Diego Simeone at Athletic Madrid. That aura about him and presence.
And when we came through, like Tommy Burns, if we never won a youth team game,
Go mad, mate. 2.5 years
what
ago.
you
innit?
must-
God,
that's what you need.
mad. So like, I don't know if it's the way we were brought up or what, or maybe young ones are different now. I don't know. I don't
you
know.
see that? Do you think they're different now?
Probably, but
they
I think that there's not as many managers now that act like that because they know they can't.
Does that annoy you though?
Not really, because it's different now, so it is what it is, but I think you should be able to handle a manager shouting at you. I don't like, there's nothing personal there. You just got to be able to handle it and move on.
Remember Kerry McDowell, mate, in the reserves?
Oh, man. It was a nightmare.
Oh.
A nightmare. Even maybe boxes before the training, you were like, oh, here we go.
What was your best memories of the youth team? Was it not Scott Leach who was in charge of your man at his lyric?
I was a cracker. We played a reserve game, and I was absolutely brilliant.
What a guy Leach is.
Brilliant, and I was brilliant this day, Charlie, and I mean top of the range. But when I get that good on the game, I become even more arrogant. I become lousy. I become disgusting to my opponents. So I was mouthing other players, Charlie, bad mouthing other players through their legs and all that. Do all that, carry on, right? So after the game, brilliant. But Leach just came in, slaughtered us. Rightly so, that bad attitude. But at the time, you don't fight like that. So I didn't. After the game, I said to the boys on the bus, I'm not coming back. No ways them to shout at me like that. So I've caught you looking at my hair there, size.
Can't take my eyes off.
Somebody said it's like the Iced Magic Gem. No, Iced Gems. Is it? I don't know what the fuck that meant. Sorry. So anyway, literally was...
I know what that meant. That's like the way it's flowing back. Yeah, that's a compliment.
On the hair?
Aye.
It's a good cut, innit? It's a good cut, yeah.
It's a cracking cut. It's a wee guy, wee Chinese guy, cracking, a lovely boy.
But do you not say, what is it?
Aye, but it's a strange one. Does that, plays with his groggers. With his mouth when he's cutting your hair. No thanks, don't hear it. No, but back to this is going wet. This has been brilliant.
Why do you not grow up like that? You
I can't because
I've
got a receding hairline, so it goes. My hair starts back here. It's unbelievable. I swear to God, Charlie. Unbelievable.
Right,
Max Brannan, yes, please. Yeah, no. Back to the story we got with Leachy. Aye. So anyway, rightly so. Listen, Leachy's a great man. Honestly, another sort of guy that was a winner. It might have been a wee bit hard on times, but as I said, it's part and parcel of the game. But so after the game on the bus, I said, I've never come back. Never come back. Took a week off, turned the phone off, never went back.
You said that?
No, I did.
All right.
I didn't get back for a week. Turned the phone off. 5 days into the week I was off, I was in the town, walking about the town, just I like this life now, just walking about. Walked back and the youth coach was lying on the couch. When I get back in the house, and he was like, I'm not leaving your house today if you come back with me.
Like she did?
No, it wasn't Leachy. It was one of the other coaches who came and brought me back. But that was, even at a young age, it was maybe signs there that...
Did you ever had your dad's suit on, did he?
Well, I don't know. No, he didn't, the wee guy, didn't he? Because he came...
Too big.
He was lying on the couch.
But yeah, youth team, best days of your life?
Absolutely, and I always go back to Chris McCart, and I don't want to keep going because people... Charlie Mulgrew's on, we want to hear him. The sex god of football, the sex bomb of football. He's got everything. Great player. The looks, the sort of Gerard Piqué, a Scottish football. I know he plays in Blackburn, but the Scottish Piqué, if you like, I believe so. And I believe in Brendan Rodgers' reign, maybe the one criticism, should he have kept Charlie Mulgrew? Yes, is the answer. But moving back on, Charlie,
the youth team days.
The youth team days. We used to be in at 8 o'clock. We used to get the 7 o'clock train. We were in at 8 o'clock. We did not leave till 6 o'clock. We'd done every job under the sun. And at the time, you moan with each other and, oh, doing this. That set you up for the rest of your life, discipline-wise. And people might say...
it's worked for you.
You know, I know, but people might say, no, well, how can you say this? But I'm with this.
No, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And when it comes to respect, living your life and whatever, and treating people, you learn all that respect. And Chris McCart was the best at that. And it's the best. I've never been as happy as that in my whole life.
No.
Every day.
How youth team was brilliant, wasn't it?
Oh, brilliant.
Well, in McSnake, gaze a wee bit.
Brilliant. Nah, you're the man for that.
Hey, can you take training and implement into a game situation?
Was he like that?
Oh, he was funny. He was a great guy, wasn't he?
It was class because then you thought there was no pressure because you didn't need to go and play in front of a crowd and win games. We did have to win games, but it wasn't as much pressure on you then. It was just like go in and have a laugh, and no, it was brilliant.
Who was the funniest, Midge?
Midge was mental, aye.
We
had a good group though, didn't we?
It was funny, man.
Youth teams is just absolutely amazing. The laughs you have, you become like a family, I believe.
You still speak to boys for the youth team?
No, ain't interested in them.
Who was in your youth team?
The ones that
Callum Henry was in your youth team, wasn't he?
Callum Henry, but with Celtic when I came, when I came into the reserves, Callum McGregor and that were coming up.
That's right.
Callum McGregor, Forrest had just went into the first team. Liam Henderson, an unbelievable player. I think he was 15 or 16, wasn't he, when he came into the first team to train?
He was good, wasn't he?
I can always remember it because we were up and Liam Henderson came up and he was a lot younger than us, and he went to the first team. And I remember when we watched it, it was just unbelievable. Honestly, it was special. It was special to see a young kid.
See, have you had his confidence? Didn't you could have?
Well, I don't know, Si, because I maybe sometimes I felt all right training, sometimes I didn't. But I was always getting injured, so I was never feeling. I mean, sometimes you play 6, 7 games and it gets you feeling good. I never really had that opportunity because of injury, so I don't know. But certainly, Callum McGregor, my God, what a player! He could play, and he can play anywhere, but he was just a special player, and you're no surprised. I think he's another one that could maybe go and move, Charlie.
He's
that special, but again. Talking about the boy, that maybe came away from it when I went to Celtic. At Motherwell, it was a lot more, all the Scottish boys,
more relaxed.
You've not really got a lot of money, maybe a couple of £100 a week. At Celtic, there was maybe foreign boys coming in and they're on a bit more money, so it's not as good that way. But listen, it was that's what it was.
Here's a question for you: was there a top player back in youth team that you thought would have done better? Would have made it?
Could probably name 5 or 6. Couldn't you? I mean, Rocco Quinn, unbelievable. Who else is there?
Character, Rocco.
Aye. There's a few characters. Who else could you think of? Loads of them. Remember the boy Gary Young? Do you ever remember him?
Gary Young,
I think he ever went full time, but like he was a left sider, rapid, unbelievable left foot, but just. It's hard to say what happened to him, do you know what I mean? He just kind of faded out, never even went full time.
Why didn't you had the career you had in Enema?
I think it's odd, as you say, I mean, I go confidence in believing in yourself. I think it's massive.
It would be you, Charlie, though. You have to be so mentally strong, I believe, to play with Celtic, and especially when you were there and left and then came back. There's even that extra pressure. He's been here, is he good enough? And that the mental strength you must have to play with that club is on a different level, I believe.
To come through at any team is hard, but to come through at Celtic...
The pressure, especially in Glasgow, the pressure is unbelievable, and it is a massive club. Now I go to the games, and after 5 minutes, if they're not playing well, the fans get on their back. Do you know what I mean? The fans get on their back. So if you're not mentally strong enough, then you won't last. It doesn't matter how good you are. And I wasn't strong enough. Thinking, I don't think I was, Charlie, because day in day out you need to do it. The standard when I was there, we was producing every day, and first it was incredible. You were talking about when Yama, yourself, guys like that, every day had to be brilliant. So maybe I wasn't. I don't know.
But you says to me, you always thought you would make it. Remember it?
I always believed that I could do it. I always believed I could make it. Well, I wasn't arrogant and saying I'm going to make it. But in saying that, when I was at the reserves, and it was like you're training with the first team, it was like, wasn't confident at all. I had to go away, going low. When I went to the United,
when you maybe first started playing first team that you thought I can do it?
Even when I first came back, first couple of games, it was like. Then it was like, maybe a couple of good training sessions, and maybe a good game, and then you just go for there, and then things just start to happen, and you get more and more belief in yourself, and. Lenny was good for me, and
does that ever, see as you say when you first came back and you still felt a wee bit, I'm not sure, does that go away completely? Like that sort of, the pressure there is always there playing with Celtic, is it?
It's always there, but you get more confident with it, so you get to more belief in yourself. Right. But like, first couple of games I had an absolute nightmare, and that was me coming back.
I remember the nightmares.
And I was like, but you just need to keep believing. It's that I don't know. It's hard to say. And what helps is having a manager he signed me back. So when we're coming through, right, and you're coming through the youth, you're seen as a youth team player. Even though you came from Motherwell, you're seen as a youth team player because you're signed as a young boy. You maybe get a wee chance in there. If I come through and I get that chance, I'm out. I'm never seen again. Lenny brought me in,
so you had to play.
So didn't have to play me, but it's not as if I came in. I was a big signing. But he came in and he's like, I'll look after you. Like they want to do their best for you, and then when you do get the chance, then you just go for it.
See, when you came back and you maybe never had the best of the stats, would he be slaughtering you, or would he pull you aside saying, I don't worry about it?
No, he did slaughter you, but he still have chats with me saying, listen, keep your head up and that. At the time he brought me in kind of as a left back. He says, we're bringing in another left back, but we still want you. And I'm thinking to myself, right. And then I got a chance, I get in, Emilio get injured or something, and I get in, and then think I started playing centre back then. I played centre back, and then just went for there, and I had a good game, played well, and then just gained confidence and belief for there, and just went. Do you know what I mean?
See, when you left Celtic, went back to Motherwell, did you feel you went back a better player?
When I left Celtic, I went to Motherwell and only went back to training, but my hip was knackered, so I couldn't sign again for a team. I had to get that sorted before, and then when I got that, it's just that was I was done. I mean, I tried to go part time and that, but I was done. But I don't know. If anything, I felt. I swear to God, I don't know if it was for injury or no, but I felt I was a much better player at 16 than I was 20.
That's what. So you felt a better player at Motherwell?
Much better at Motherwell, but I don't know.
Do you think that was in your head or do you think
I don't know. I can remember the first time ever in my career where I lost my confidence completely, and I heard players saying it. I heard players saying, "Oh, I mean, he's no confidence." I actually, it was for a training session, and I have never experienced it. You couldn't do anything right. Like, you couldn't see anything.
That happened to me.
You went through a stage.
That happened to me at the age of, when I was growing from the age of 11, 12 even, through to like 15, 16. Well, I actually couldn't pass a ball to a teammate.
Aye, it's horrible.
Like,
it just takes
I remember you used to train 2 years above yourself, and you'd come train with us, and I was like, it was unbelievable, like unreal, and I was like, I couldn't pass a ball. You might remember it. I could not pass a ball to a teammate.
Thought you had high heels on.
I was like Bambi on it. I was like Bambi on ice. And I was like, that wasn't even just a 2-game spell. That was about a 2-year spell where I was clinging on to getting released.
I had to get in contract. Jimmy Mack says that. And
then just before I got a contract, Tommy Burns said, right, you've got 6 weeks to prove yourself. And I was like, well, it's now or never. So I managed to, I played from anywhere, played for a week, so another 6 weeks. And a lot of the boys got a 1-year deal, and somebody's got a 2-year, and Aidan McGeady, I think Rocco got a 3-year. But to get a 2-year deal, I was like, buzzing. But maybe the knockbacks and confidences then, issues made me stronger for when I got them when I was older. Maybe, I don't know.
You look at Andy Robertson as well, but do you know what I mean? Let go for Celtic, then went to Queen's Park, and then it just comes on as you see career goes. I don't know. But
see being a character, do you think that kills you as well? See when you are that character, do you think that kills you?
I used to always have a battle in my head. It was mental, a battle in my head all the time when I went home. I used to be in all the reserves, having them all laughing, right? All laughing, carrying on, and you would do it. And then when I went home, I went, that coach might think I'm a fuck a bit. Or that coach might think I'm a... But I took football really serious. I've said it before, probably too serious, because I never stopped thinking about it. I would never do it, and I didn't have a life. Honestly, I was pathetic and sad.
Who's the biggest character you've played with? There you go.
You were a massive character.
What was funny about him?
Just it made everybody want to be there. He's that type of person. He was a massive character on and off the pitch. He had big balls. It was great. But that's what I love, Charlie. See people that, because there's an old saying that the loudest room is actually the weakest. But Charlie, in your example, certainly not. As I said, it just brought everybody together. It's so funny, and the boys absolutely loved you. But when you went out on that pitch, you were a leader, and that's what I'm talking about, the big balls. Do you know what I mean? You must have big balls.
But we had a laugh then, didn't we? Like, even in the youth team, and even when you came back, we had laughs, and we even...
I think Lennon liked that, though.
But when it was serious, it was serious. So, like, even in the warm-ups, we'd have a laugh, we'd be mucking about and whatever. But as soon as training started, it was gone. There was no laughs in training, so it was always...
The training, I always say the training at Celtic was so hard. It was like... See the way you have to build up to a game? I felt training was like that. There was so much pressure on it, and the standard was unbelievable. Especially the Fridays, Charlie, my God.
Young. One touch.
The one touch was fucking horrible.
One touch, 2 touch, all in.
I used to do the one touch and stop, and everybody's running about me. Like, come on. God. I remember one session, I just stood behind Wanyama, a whole session. Like, geez it, but I was behind Wanyama, I couldn't get it.
I remember one of these sessions at Barfield, and I wasn't in the team at the time. There was a bit of time where my head was all over the place, and I wasn't feeling confident, whatever. I was at the team, Amelia was playing. So I did an Old V Young, so obviously everybody joins in Old V Young, and I've took a ball at my feet before the starts, and I've zinged it right off the back of Amelia's feet. I've no meant it. I've tried to put it in the goal. He's not doing it all fours. Lenny's like that. Obviously, I think he'll be injured tomorrow, looking at me. You'll no play like, yeah, fuck, shouting. I'm like, oh no, please get up, please get up.
Wait, did you know that Danny McGrain or Danny Agasel?
No, it wasn't me. That was Harry. I know he blocked one. Danny went on to all fours. And back to Haribo. And he hit it again and it scalped in the chin and like Danny was lying flat out. Danny was class and training or not.
Oh, man, you got Danny a couple of times when we're doing a warm-up and Danny's walking around setting up all the cones, and every time he walked on you moved the cone a wee bit. Danny kept turning around like that.
Scratching his head.
I
I remember Danny one time in the boxes. You remember this? It was just when I came back and he was taking some boxes and we're doing the boxes anyway and the ball goes out. No, Danny's at the side putting it in, telling you the rules and all that. And we're passing it in the possession box. Next minute a ball goes out and obviously all the balls have went and he's turned round and went like that and kicked a bunch of cones in. Thought it was a ball. One of the cones scattered everywhere.
So he did. Remember, he used to get changed in the dressing room, didn't he?
Oh, what a guy.
He stand
man.
in the shower with Danny McGrath. Big Jim O'Brien used to Danny boy every time, didn't he?
Danny's one of the best. For him to
Great
be the
guy.
player he was, and what an unbelievable guy, wasn't he? Just
Tommy was the
amazing.
same. Tommy Burns was the same. Innit? What a laugh,
Just
man.
an amazing
Remember
guy.
the 3v3s used to join in that?
Brilliant. I had a good story about Tommy about when I first signed. Now you'll say when you first
Aye,
signed.
aye.
I was 16 when I first signed and I went up. My mum and dad went up. Suits on. Went up.
Sounds familiar.
That was the same suit I had when I was 21, getting called up for the 21s. So I went up, walked in, and obviously my mum and dad are quite wee. So I walked in and Tommy's like, where does he get his height for? I was about 6'3". My dad like 5'7", 5'8". My dad went like that, genuinely serious. Like my granny was tall. Like she was a tall woman. I think she was 5'10", 11". He was proud of his granny, right? It's mental. My granny was tall. And Tommy went like that, sharp as him. Like, who'd she play for?
Oh, brilliant! Wait, see, just on that, tell the more off story at Aberdeen.
What?
The one you sent on the voice note to Desi Young.
I bet he's trainers.
Prada.
Oh, I made
This is
Mo.
brilliant.
With
Sharp
Mo,
as any.
Mo Desi Young was brilliant. Mo signed for us at Aberdeen, right, a short-term contract and that. And he's come up, I think he was travelling for Dundee, he was staying with his ma, so he's come up one day and walked into the change room and he'd day Pradas on. Remember the Pradas, if they go up with their first wage, right, to cruise?
The straps.
Aye. He walked in with them, but that was what, 2008 or something, hadn't seen them for years. So I was like, well, where have you pulled the Pradas for? So everybody's sitting around, he went like that. Oh, I got them from my ma's wardrobe, eh? Desi's went, we've taken your ma's wardrobe. Sharp as head like that, mate.
Killed him, man. Right, talk about a few other characters. Paddy McCourt.
Brilliant.
One of the best.
Honestly, what an amazing guy. So funny, but without even meaning to be funny. Just
amazing.
a dry sense of humour. He was just amazing. A really moany in training. But again, as
One
we
of the moaniest I've ever trained.
Is he, huh?
Aye.
He wasn't like that.
But
when I was
how
with
good
Paddy.
was his Charlie in training?
Unbelievable.
One of the best players I've ever
Unbelievable.
seen. You could
Well,
just
honestly,
see
like,
the
if he
amazing
played
thing
George
about
Best here, I'd have been the best in the world.
I think so. huh?
He was unbelievable, wasn't he? Like with the ball. It was like a throwback.
See, like the goal man done for England. I'm not just saying this. Charlie, Paddy used to do that in training every single day. About
He was just a slug on crutches, wasn't it? With asthma.
What was the one?
But you see some of the reserves games, mate. You were standing Lincoln.
Aye, he was frightening.
What was it? Just fitness?
He just when he had the ball, he looked fit as anything. And when he lost it, he just was like that, and you just seen the hair moving. But I don't know, like, he used to dread like the runs at pre-season. So I used to share a room with him in pre-season, and it would be 4-4s in the afternoon. Lenny loved 4-4s in the afternoon.
Oof.
So we'd eat our lunch, go back to our bed and lie down, right? You know, it's like you're just chilling for a couple of hours. The whole 2 hours, he'd speak about what pace he was going to do the fours at and asking me what pace I was doing. And he's not gone flat out, he's tight. And surely the manager realised if he's tight, I'd be like, Paddy, come on, man, just let's rest for 2 hours, we'll deal with it when it comes. He'd speak for the full 2 hours.
Oh, mate, we interviewed Michael O'Neill, right? And Michael O'Neill says that he said on a Monday we'd put up the schedule, so it'd be like maybe on a Wednesday it'd be a double session. He says as soon as we met up, the morning we met up, Paddy'd come straight over and went, listen, Gaffer, do you mind if I take Wednesday afternoon off? I don't think I can do a double session. Michael O'Neill said, just like get this morning out the way, Paddy, and then we'll talk about Wednesday. Oh, what a man.
What a player though, honestly. What a guy, you know. Amazing guy.
Did he look after you?
He was amazing with me, absolutely amazing. Even times when I did have the injuries and whatever, he would always come and see if you were alright. He was amazing, honestly. I couldn't speak highly enough of that man.
It was the 1v1s, mate. We Strachan used to see if somebody annoyed Strachan, he would do 1v1s and put him up against Paddy, man.
He was made for them, wasn't he? Made for them.
He never even done a trick though, eh?
No.
Just
I don't know how he
snake
done
hips,
it.
wasn't
He
it?
was so quick with the ball.
What about, there's another character on here, Samaras, see a character in there?
He went through a stage of calling me Stevie. It was bizarre.
He called you Stevie?
It was bizarre. It wasn't. Honestly, that was it. It wasn't. This isn't trying to be funny. He said somebody called me Stevie and didn't mean it, and he was standing there and heard it, and ever since he's just kept calling me Stevie, but laughing after it. I was like, what is this guy doing?
He was calling you Stevie Frail.
Stevie Frail. Do
you remember the time Stevie was in the queue for lunch and Lenny went, fucking hell, you're going to let the boys eat first? I swear to God, Stevie, that was the last time you seen Stevie up in the...
See, just talking about him being Stevie Frail, did you always see a top coach in him from a young age?
Oh, I always said that.
Was he always...
Aye. He was always with you were never without markers, whistles.
Aye, what was Willie McStay's after training?
Balls, big markers.
Fucking hell. Oh, tremendous.
Big Sammy, good guy, you know that, but the smell of fags off him.
Was he like a fag guy?
Frightening. Didn't know it. Somebody said, you smell the fags off him, so you're looking for it. The smell of fags off the guy. Honestly. Yeah, I don't know if he smoked or he gelled his hair with Lambert Butler, but...
He could be a top player at times, so Sammy.
Oh, it was a joke.
Games, he was brilliant, wasn't he?
He was a joke.
I
remember that Atletico Madrid game in the Europa League. Random game, right, but away, and he was flicking it onto his cell and running and getting it. It was unplayable.
And then other times frustrating as well.
And other times he just...
Do you think he just couldn't fancy it, or...?
Maybe just didn't fancy it. I found it easier to get yourself up for the big games or whatever, I don't know.
Just choking for a snout.
But Lennon... but the gaffer certainly seen him as a big player, because he did play him in a lot of the big games, didn't he?
He loved him, man.
What about Bruni? Did he teach you anything as a captain? Didn't I just say yeah for the sake of it? Did he actually?
Not really. People ask me... No, I've asked that before, like... to be chosen a captain, I just think that people have chose you because of the way you are. So just try and be who I am. And I think that's what he done, because he never changed from what I seen in him. If he'd been with Scotland 21s to then when I went back to Celtic was captain, he never changed. So maybe that was something I learned. Just be yourself, because if you're chosen to be captain, it's because of what you're doing. And as I say, I like a laugh in that, but I'm serious at the right times, I think. So.
See Kelvin Wilson, he said that Bruni was a top player. You go along with that?
Aye. Brilliant. He kens himself and all that, about how he always on about his touch and all that and calls himself just a dog, but he's brilliant.
He's brilliant, isn't he? What a player. Even since he's come back, since people were writing him off.
That's what. No, what? He's came back. You write him off. That's it.
He's come back even stronger. This since he's been absolutely amazing, and again, a one-off, isn't he? He's a leader.
It's a bit like you when people write you off, isn't it?
The total opposite of me. No, but he really was. And even again with younger players, he was just amazing. He really was. And as I said, a total born leader.
Were you ever captain?
No.
You think it would have brought? Like...
Actually, see that going back to the character thing again, being a character and all that. That's what kind of killed me. And it was a dream to be a captain for me. It was since a young boy. It must be an amazing feeling. But because I was joking about all that, people probably didn't see. We can't have that guy as the leader. Do you know what I mean? So I never ever had the chance. Well, I did. One game, the reserve game. Half the reserves were away. The under-19s were away. Half the 17s were away. So it was like a mixed under-14s.
And under-12s captain wasn't well.
You were out?
I get getting a captaincy. I was probably 15-year-olds. I was slaughtering, not brilliant. But it was Blackpool. But it was a sort of token gesture. Take that.
Did you have a game with Celtic that you thought I can do this?
Well, the saddest thing for me was I had come back from my knee, and it took me a while to get up to speed. It really did, and I played there during a Saturday morning. It was international week, so Scotland were playing whatever, but we were playing. So Lennon that came to the game, and I was absolutely amazing. And I don't mean that to be in that Arrogance, way. I was brilliant in that game. And in the last minute, a boy came in and smashed my ankle. But after the game, we weren't sure how bad it was. And Lenny came in and said, "You're going to be in the squad if you come out next week." So I swear to God, I was buzzing. And then went down to London. I was out for about 6 to 8 months or something. So that feeling that the manager saying that to you, it just kept ringing around my head, and right, I could be playing or whatever. I think it was when...
That's when maybe you need a bit of luck, because that could have been the thing, and maybe you took the confidence, maybe just come on against one, or even played and thought,
you know.
I can be here, I can play here, not what I mean? So it's luck, there's luck involved.
I was a 2.5 year as well. It kills you, mate, doesn't
it? The ankle one was horrible, because when I came back, I didn't feel the surgery really helped. That I did to an extent I could get through it, but I still was having to get injections in it. I couldn't strike through the ball. I couldn't jump on it, and I just felt I wasn't the same player anymore. So I don't know. It does certainly kill you though.
Did you used to love going away with the first team?
It was the most, even my ma, I swear to God, when I used to tell my ma, she was grabbing us and all that, shaking us, and I was shaking her. Charlie, it was the most amazing feeling though.
Wait, so show us how you'd shake each other.
Honestly, but it would just grab me, she would grab me first like that, and then we'll just fucking like each other. But see, that's what I was saying, see my ma's face, when especially, even when I was coming through it, Mother made my debut and all that, but when I remember saying to her, Mitch, remember Mitch? Who was
Michael Gardy?
No, Gary Parker's mate. Mitch.
Mitch.
He drove me to the house. I was a late call up to the squad on the Friday, and the boys were got to the hotel, so he came and picked me up and he was outside, waiting outside my house, and I was like, "Mama, it's like, if I say like coaches and all that, my ma was in tears, floods of tears." And that was the hardest thing for me, Si, coming away for the game. No giving her that feeling. No. Charlie, do you know what I mean? Aye, so it was, but you live life, Charlie, don't you? You live, enjoy yourself, don't you?
But see, after Celtic, there must have been one stage of your career that you enjoyed. None of the part-time stuff, nah.
For a laugh, aye.
What was the best laugh?
Oh, it was absolutely, the air was absolutely mental. I mean, absolutely crazy. You used to get home at 11, 12 o'clock after training, and all the boys would eat McDonald's and pizzas and all that, and then you think to yourself, what am I doing? I don't want to do this. But it was a great, and I met amazing people there, I must say, friends for life I met at that club. But again, it's not my level. I wasn't putting this earth to play that level, Charlie, and I will not waste another second in the game. And I'm going to tell you one, if anybody thinks that my media game is a flash in the pan, they'll think again. I'm going to tell you why. The 25th of November 1991 was the day Freddie Mercury, the greatest showman that's ever lived, passed away. All right, passed away.
How do you remember that day? That's brilliant.
Exactly. That day was the day I was born. One God out, one God in.
What a way to end it by you.
Is that finished?
No. Have you enjoyed his media stuff? Do you think he's got a chance of going far in?
Brilliant,
amazing. He'd tell you what I text him in that.
Well, do you know what, Charlie? I've no got Twitter. I stay away. I like quiet.
You should get on Twitter, shouldn't you?
But one of my mates sent something you said to a guy. It was absolutely amazing. I think you said
stuck up for him.
Aye, it was just amazing to see somebody in your position doing that, because a lot of people in your position, they don't want all the hassle, but for you to do that, again, a total hero of mine to sit beside him the day, and my God, I couldn't have been on a worse day, looks-wise, for somebody that good looking to sit beside me. You couldn't believe it, Charlie. What would you do if you woke up one morning and my head was on your body? Oh, it's brilliant, isn't it?
You answered.
Phone Stevie Frail.
See, I've got your face here. You want it back?
You want it for your head?
Right. Will you give that to your man, alright?
Hi, Charlie, listen, thanks very much for the present. It's a massive privilege to get it. I was wondering if you could sign it to the Slanes.
Not a problem, mate.
He's going to hug it. It's been a pleasure with both of us.
Pleasure, mate.
Absolute legend, honestly, a legend. I'll give you a wee top man. Brilliant. We'll do it again.
We'll definitely do it again. Thanks for joining.